What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? It's the Mr. 444 Sports Talk, and I'm back at y'all with another one talking about these NFL playoffs and stuff like that. Trying to get into the nitty gritty of these last, you know, 8 teams that's in the playoffs. It's going to come down to these last 8 teams, man, and I'm telling you, man, it's this. I've been a part of a lot of NFL playoffs and stuff like that, but when you're looking at these quarterbacks, they all playing great. Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and not to leave out Patrick Mahomes and Matthew Stafford or Jalen Hurts, but we they've been there before. We talking about Jared Goff. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we talking about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, to where we in our era we always had two quarterbacks that was either Peyton Manning and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. It was like, they was neck and neck, and then you had the Rodgers, the Drew Breeses, but the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady's, that was the meat and potatoes of the NFL. That was the meat and potatoes. And yes, Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, they was like great appetizers. They was great for the NFL to keep us wondering who going to take down these two gurus. And we had our hats hung on to Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers to face one of these two gurus. But now we got Jared Goff. We got Lamar Jackson. We got Josh Allen. We got Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid chasing greatness. We never had this much let down in one season that we about to witness. Somebody is going to get let down, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the way Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen is balling, they balling out of control. They definitely balling out of control. And the sad part about it, ladies and gentlemen, that one person only get the chance to crack at the Chiefs. Only one person, not to discount the Texans. I believe that they do have a shot with that defense, with them two wideouts and them two defensive lines at the studs at their career, at the helms. I believe they're going to give Patrick Mahomes some fits, but Patrick Mahomes going to use his legs a lot, like something that Justin Herbert didn't do so well. So I believe that Patrick Mahomes' legs is going to play a big part in this game, and I believe Chris Jones is a game record. So we got to look out for what Chris Jones do. And you got McDuffie out there, and you got these wideouts. And one thing I can say about KC receivers, it's nothing like the Chargers receivers. Hopkins have a football IQ now. He has field IQ, and those receivers, not to discount the receivers that played with Chargers, they had a tremendous year, but they didn't have the IQ that I think that Hopkins and Hollywood Brown going to be, because they've been there. They've been in the playoffs before. They understand the pressures and stuff like that. They understand what it feels to lose. They done lost already. They lost. So now all they got to do is actually win. The Chargers receivers, they got that heartbreak. The receivers going to take this year and come back next year and be a stud, more of a stud next year because they witness heartbreak. That's my belief. But the Chiefs receivers got field IQ. They got history. They got understanding of the game a little bit more than the receiver did with the Chargers, because not to discount Harbaugh. Yes, he had a tremendous season getting that team to the playoffs and what he did. So and then there's a learning curve for Harbaugh too, and understanding. Welcome to the NFL. Welcome to the playoffs. This is a new regime. This is what they're doing now. And now it's like he got the landscape of the field. He got his foot wet in the playoffs and understand more that he's been away for so long. So shout out to Harbaugh. He had a great season, tremendous season. Shout out to him. But one thing, like I said, the Houston Texans got their work cut out for them. Don't get me wrong, the Chiefs had their work cut out for them as well. Now, I do feel like Pacheco was going to play a big part in the run game. I feel that, they're going to have to rely heavily on the run with that pass rush, slow down that pass rush. So I believe they're going to give up a lot of gaping hole runs to the Chiefs. I believe that. They're going to give up a lot of long runs because I've seen that a lot of times Justin Herbert could have got out of there a lot of times. But, shout out to Justin Herbert. He's going to have a tremendous season next season as well. And I got to get to Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. These are two MVP candidates. And it's so disappointing that we're going to have to see somebody go. This is going to be more of a disappointing loss for anybody than any game. This is going to be disappointing, heartbreaking, excruciating for some one of these teams, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. And I believe McDermott's job can be on the line here, so this may be his last crack at it. You know, Josh Allen is not going nowhere, so it's this is a critical game for Josh Allen as well as Lamar Jackson, because you got the two powerhouse MVPs, the Godzilla versus King Kong. You know, this is a different stratosphere. You know, two pit bulls, two Rockwellers, two Dobermans at the height of their career, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't wait to see this one of them. I'm giving Lamar Jackson an edge because of that big stud of a running back, but at the end of the day, the offset that Josh Allen is a running back / quarterback as well. So you got to be careful. The same amount of yards you want to give up to Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen can get those by himself with his legs. So, you know, and that boy Cook ain't nothing to sneeze at. Cook is nothing to sneeze at. So when you look at the running back positions and the quarterback position, Cook over 1,000 yards, 16 or 17 touchdowns, something like that. So I believe Cook and Josh Allen and Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry, he's going to slip. He's going to weaken your defense. That's what Derrick do. Cook is more of a, he take the outside. He's going to take the corner on you, and once you get around that corner, he's gone. Derrick Henry going to go straight up the middle. He's going to hurt your defense. He's going to wear and tear your defense down. Cook, on the other hand, is going to tear your wideouts down, your running back that's going to be chasing him on the outside. The safeties that's going to have to chase him down. So they got two different styles, but I do give the edge to Derrick Henry because of it's just that he's going to weigh your defense down to give you enough run to run through. Give Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson enough to run through your defensive line. So I'm eager to see what's going on with that, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that's going to be a wonderful game. Shout out to them guys over there. I got nothing but praises for both of them coaches over there. And I believe Harbaugh has a great shot. Doug McDermott got a great shot. He said he couldn't do a lot once STEPHAN did leave. I like what he did with this team. He did a lot of great things with this team, ladies and gentlemen. So I believe we want to look at that, and we want to see a different Josh Allen and a different Lamar Jackson. Only one of them going to get a crack at Patrick Mahomes, and that's the downside. Somebody's going to go home disappointment, but me, until somebody knocked the Kansas City Chiefs off, I have to go with the Chiefs because after a bye week, I think it's undefeated after a bye week, if my memory serves me correctly. So it's not the rest under Andy Reid record after the bye week. That scared Nico Collins, D'Amico Ryan. Right after that, that would scare him. So he got his work cut out. Shout out to him. He did an excellent job with the Texans this year. They're not playing exactly like they did last year, but to get the team to get 2 playoff victories under his belt, C.J. Stroud get that water. He's playing in the water with now. He's in the water with the Sharks now. Now he's getting that, agony of defeat. He's feeling how it feels, so agony of defeat. He's getting to feel that way. So when in the coming years, he's going to break over the hump and he's going to be something special. And I get back to Jalen Daniels in Detroit. Jalen Daniels is something special, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be here a long time to come. That division is going to be dangerous. The Giants do the right thing. That division is going to be dangerous. Nobody's going to want to go in that division and see the Giants, the Eagles, the Dallas, and the Washington Commanders. If Deion Sanders go over to Dallas, it's going to be stacked. You're not going to go in that division. They're going to have a lock and key on that division. Once you come in, they're going to lock you in. So with that said, but Jared Goff, I like what they did. What Jared Goff did with his career as he resurrected his career, ladies and gentlemen. I'd take my hat off to him. He epitomizes what a trade I can go to another, don't bash nobody, Don't feel down on yourself. You work and you work hard, and that's what you're going to get with the results of Jared Goff, ladies and gentlemen. Take a play out of his playbook, because everybody look at a lot of these quarterbacks has resurrected their career. Once again, shout out to Sam Donald. But Jahmyr Gibbs, oh my God, that boy is Speedy Gonzalez, and you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got Laporte, you got someone, you got Williams, that speedy receiver. So we got a lot of boys, but Jalen Daniels is going to need his feet and take advantage of those defensive players that's out. So now that this is a game where you're going to see why all of the defensive players that's out the way the Washington Commanders run the ball. This game should expose the defensive holes inside the Detroit offense, but I believe it's going to be a shootout. So Jalen Daniels, you have to score against Goff because he got a lot of toys that I don't think your back end can hold up. I don't believe your back end can hold up that long. So you're going to have to do a lot of blitzing with Jared Goff because your back end got to hold up. You may have to rush 4, don't rush 5. You may have to you don't need a spy on Jared Goff, so you can get ahead and, roam, drop your running back a little bit, because the safeties are going to need a lot of help when it comes to this game. But Washington Commanders should expose your defensive efficiency. With Matthew Stafford, oh my God, that's a gunslinger. I told everybody he would beat Buffalo. I called it. I told people he would beat Buffalo because Matthew Stafford is a gunslinger. He got field IQ. If he has understanding of the game, yes, he's a gunslinger. He don't mind shooting at birds, and he don't mind that. But most of the time, he always catch the bird. So he's just a shooter. He's a straight shooter. He is going to fire that ball, ladies and gentlemen, and keep firing. And that boy Puka, he is awesome. He's just something special, and I believe that that's a great tandem, and they're going to give Detroit fits. I mean, excuse me, not Detroit, my bad, Philadelphia. And I think that what Philadelphia should do is run the ball, put that ball in Saquon's head, slow that defense down, and I believe that they're going to be great. But for this week, ladies and gentlemen, I got the Detroit and I got Philly. I got Baltimore and I got Detroit. Go ahead and bet, go to Prize Pick and get your best. Go to FanDuel and get your best. Definitely paying out daily, every day. Put in your parlay, get back with me. Use the promo code that I'm going to put in my left. Just money, but it's going to be awesome week this week coming up this weekend. It's going to, like I said, someone is going to get disappointed, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to that Detroit. When it comes to that Buffalo and the Ravens game. And I'm eager to see that. And stay tuned to next week. And I'll definitely be do more on this. We're going to definitely do more stuff on this, But I'm glad y'all here. Mr. 444 giving you that NFL sports talk about these playoffs this weekend. Hit me up, give me your comments.